we have Australia's largest range of tyre brands and sizes. Find a cheaper identical tyre locally stocked and we'll beat it. At Bob Jane T-Marts, we'll look after you.
Welcome to Friday Night Football here at Lakeside Stadium, which is temporarily relocated to Antarctica, John. We are experiencing some serious cold weather for this match between South Melbourne and Richmond, where South have some revenge to enact against the side that beat them 6-3 last time.
It certainly is freezing here tonight, David, and hopefully the players will be up for it in this cold weather because they do have some revenge to take on Richmond, who won 6-3 at Kevin Butler Reserve earlier this season in what was a surprise result at the time. Let's see how the boys go tonight.
For an early run forward, and it was this Richmond attack that really brought South undone last time around, and some danger signs here early. Ball out on the right, cross played in low for Barker-Daish, and Jake Barker-Daish, he had a golden opportunity there to give Richmond an early 1-0 lead, and Johnny probably should have taken it.
He really should have, David, and it's two former South players combining. Hamlet Armenian on the far side with a nice low cross to Jake Barker-Daish, who's coming in there, but he skies the ball over the crossbar.
Schroen's corner in towards the keeper and nearly catching him there. It was Tapia, solid on his line, tipping it over the bar. Luke Adams, good to see him back in South colours. He's had to be in part of a bit of a makeshift defence recently. Ratip Cileli back solidly in the starting lineup again for Sheeny. Kecojevic, good chance here. Kecoy out on the right, plays it in, looking for Lujic. And that's probably South's best move of the game so far. Nice positive build-up. Milos Lujic can't quite put it on target. Epifano goes across for Sheeny again. Looking good at right back. Cuts inside. Back onto the right foot. Plays it in for Milos Lujic. And that was offside in the end. Didn't matter because he couldn't get the shot past the keeper Tapia. But again, a nice build-up from South Melbourne. Well, that one goes wide. It's no really good signs from Richmond since that first opportunity they had. Been mostly South since then, but Barker-Daish, a lovely turn. Now an opportunity on the left foot, goes for a run and the shots. Dipped nicely, but well offline and wide of the post. Adams leaves that for Timmy Marler. Waits his full measure, and that's stayed in there for Sheeny. Inside to Schroen. Now Milos Lujic, flag stays down, goes around the keeper, he's gone down. He's shouting for a penalty, Milos Lujic, not given by the ref. Well, that could be an interesting replay there, John, because if there was contact, then that probably would have been a pen.
Well, John Tapia, the keeper, shaking his finger there to say no penalty, and Milos has dived here. Let's have a look at the replay. Milos put through, and the arm is out. There is some contact made, but the referee's having none of that and says it's a goal kick to Richmond.
Contesting there, Schroen. That good work rate he's known so well for. Matthew Miller, chip ball over. Can't find either of the South strikers. Now Norton across the face. Schroen, and gathered by Tapia. Maybe should have tried to square that one up a little bit more for Lujic there. Miller and Ratip Cileli in close quarters. Now Marler for Sheeny. And Timmy Marler again. It's a nice ball for Epifano. Lovely touch over the top. Chance now for Milos Lujic. And saved one-on-one by Tapia. A beautiful move, a great opportunity. And in the end, a good reflex save.
Fantastic move from South. Good save from Tapia as well. Epifano there with the ball over the top. And the left-back Burkhan Yurtukul is keeping Lujic onside there. Lujic tries to flick that past the advancing goalkeeper, but he sticks the right leg out and makes a very important block for Richmond.
Well, still no score in this game. Both sides having had a couple of chances. On balance, South have been the stronger, although Richmond now looking to break forward. Flynn plays it out wide. Opportunity, the shot coming in, and that's a disappointing finish in the end. Maybe should have tried to look for another option. Epifano, the simple touch to Miller. Miller tries to get his run going. Still going, now Schroen, got options. Schroen chips it, misses Lujic, but finds Kecojevic. Kecojevic, right foot, saved initially there by Tapia. Tips it wide, probably should have gathered it. Kecojevic maybe needed to put a little bit more power on that. Throw goes short. Miller, back to Fashini, cross up towards Kecojevic. Reaches the header, but no real venom in that one. Well, the team talks would have been interesting at halftime. Bit lackluster from both sides, really, going through the motions. Epifano, now great cross, and that was oh so close to Marcus Schroen's head, and that definitely would have gone in from that close range. First really good chance at the half to south. Epifano, good run Epifano, tries to charge through the pack. Lujic couldn't find a way, and Brian Brand, who's been very good tonight, typically against his old club, although it's come straight back, out wide, Norton, opportunity, plays it in. Dealt with for the moment, Schroen from outside the box, the save comes down, Epifano brought down, no penalty, Norton keeps it alive, Lujic has turned in, and South Melbourne finally have the 1-0 lead here at Lakeside Stadium. It was an absolute scramble before the goal. Milos Lujic with the last touch, I don't think he knew it was coming until it was at his feet. Well, John, they're not always pretty, but they always matter.
Well called, David. Very scrappy goal, you can say, but they all count, and we eventually get the ball over the line. A fierce shot from Marcus Schroen initially from outside the box, saved by Tapia. Epifano goes down. I'm not sure that's a penalty. The referee's right there to make the call. Brad Norton just keeps going. He started the whole move in the first place, prods it on to Milos Lujic, who's standing there, and he just taps that past Tapia and into the back of the net to open the scoring here. We'll see there. Epifano goes down. Brad Norton keeps going. He keeps the ball alive, and eventually Tapia comes out, but Lujic gets there first, prods it past the goalkeeper, 1-0 to South.
Norton finds Kecojevic. Clever work there, Kecojevic. Now Norton, good opportunity. Norton cross, off the post, across the face, and he just left it there, Tapia. I don't know what he was thinking. It didn't seem to be going out. It just came in, struck the post, and very nearly an embarrassing goal.
Well, Tapia certainly has dodged the bullet here, David. What looks like a nothing cross from Brad Norton is left by the goalkeeper, eclipsed the inside of the near post and goes across the line, evades everyone, and eventually it's gone out.
Schroen's corner, swinging in, headed away at the near post. Epifano comes in. Nick Epifano kept that one low, not on target though. Norton deals with that one for the moment. Epifano turns to Miller, and he's found space now, Matty Miller. Miller, good ball there, opportunity for Schroen. Goes for the first time cross. Nice one played in for Lujic. And Milos Lujic on target. Nice counter-attacking move by South. They keep playing like this, they should find a second coming pretty quickly. Tapia rolls it to the left. Now Richmond look to get something going. And Hatziakostas can't deal with Niagoran for the moment. Richmond, patient. Hatziakostas misses the tackle. Flynn plays it forward. Arms of the South defenders up, but Niagoran's through. 1-on-1, it's a goal. The flag is down. It is 1-1 at Lakeside Stadium. And the former South junior, Nick Niagoran, he terrorised us earlier in the season, John, and he's done it again. South defenders not happy, but the goal definitely stands.
Certainly does, David. Niagoran has only been on the field for a short period of time, under 5 minutes, I think, and he's put through by Flynn. South defenders appealing for offside there. I'm not sure. Looks borderline or very close to call, David. Either way, the linesman keeps the flag down. Nikola Raganovic comes out to try and narrow the space, but unfortunately for him, Niagoran, too good, puts it in the back of the net, and it's 1-1.
Well, the rain really starting to come down here at Lakeside Stadium, and credit to the fans. They're trying to keep the atmosphere up, vibe, and interesting here. Here's a chance. Epifano plays it in across the face, and it's been headed or deflected wide there. Unbelievable. It was a perfect cross for Epifano, but for the quick intervention, they've taken the corner quickly. Schroen plays it in. Schroen, side netting. Probably should have gone for the 6-yard box. I think that's what Milos Lujic was thinking. Oh, a mistake there. A poor ball from Fashini, not usually one to make the mistakes. Now Niagoran through 1-on-1 a second time. Niagoran, disappointing finish. Bit of an anticlimax that time. And the quick counter-attack played again by Raganovic. We've seen a bit of that from both sides tonight. Raganovic goes flat up the middle. And that's going to sit for Epifano in the end, or Norton to Epifano. Nice touch. Now he's got options. Plays it to Lujic, brings it down. Lujic for Kecojevic. He's got Schroen. Kecojevic! It's gone in! Kecojevic or Schroen. I think it was Kecojevic initially. It was probably over the line. It doesn't matter in the end. One way or the other. South Melbourne with a 2-1 lead. And John, that was a very timely goal because it was starting to become a very tight contest.
Indeed, David. South bouncing back and taking the lead not long after conceding. Milos Lujic there holding the ball up. It looked like initially coming off his shoulder. A nice ball there for Kecojevic, who's in the starting lineup as well. Yurtakul, unfortunately for him, it nutmecks him, goes through him and sets Kecojevic free. That's a nice chip over the advancing goalkeeper, hits the post, and Marcus Schroen on the line there to ensure that it goes in. I think it already had crossed the line, David, as well. Certainly I think the referee's going to pay that to Andy Kecojevic, but either way, Marcus Schroen ensuring that we have a 2-1 lead here at Lakeside Stadium.
Substitution now. Andy Kecojevic comes off, and Manolo, the fan favourite, the Spaniard, makes his way onto the field. Ruda lays that one forward. And the little flick didn't quite work there for Barkadesh, and South might be able to put some real pain here. An opportunity, Manolo. In fact, Schroen sits for him, and he's unable to get the power he needs behind that one, flying over the bar. Needs to cover there. Timmy Marler, he does. Niagoran goes sliding, but to no avail. Now here goes Schroen. Wants options. Gets a good one here. Ball played in from Fashini. He wanted Lujic, but he got Tapia instead. Fashini's ball. Lujic tries to hold it up. Does well initially. Battling with Ruda. Now a chance for Epifano. Epifano goes round his much larger and slower opponents. Nice work there by Epifano. Schroen, little touch. Opportunity for Manolo. And Tapia gets his body behind it. Gets it initially, picks it up. Manolo, nice work there. Looking exciting in the build-up. Ryan Brand, the big centre half, plays that one forward. Barkadesh, opportunity maybe, chopped off by Luke Adams. Oh, that's a lovely ball by Epifano. Manolo through one-on-one. Manolo against Tapia. Manolo! Manolo with his first goal as a South Melbourne player. A lovely finish, cool, calm and collected. It was a beautiful ball by Epifano, and the Spaniard showing his appreciation to the South faithful. It's a freezing cold night, but he's warming their hearts, John.
Well, it's another substitute that gets on the score sheet, David, and it all started from the South counter-attack. Luke Adams making the initial interception, putting through Nick Epifano, who with his first touch sets Manolo free. One-on-one with the keeper, Ruda keeping him on side, and Manolo has the time to set himself up, pick his spot before placing it past the advancing Tapia to his bottom left there and into the empty net. That's a lovely finish, good counter-attacking goal from South Melbourne. The first goal for Manolo in the South shirt, and it's 3-1 here to the home side.
Brand nearly chopped off by Epifano, but it will be Richmond. They're trying to come away with it. Matthew Miller has other ideas. Oh, and that sat nicely there for Epifano. The ball from Miller gets through. Epifano gets round his marker. Has an opportunity. Epifano goes for the shot. Saved by Tapia. It was a nice build-up. Couldn't get the finish he wanted. It's a high one from Reganovic. Lujic sets himself. That looked like a foul. That definitely looked like a foul. Nothing doing from the referee. And Richmond are on the counter-attack here. Niagoran brought down. Falls at his feet. Ball played in. Chance. Cileli. And it's 3-2, and they are still in this game. With nearly 10 minutes left, John, Richmond have pulled it back to 3-2, and you never know. Well, a goal against the run of play there.
Well, and it's another substitute as well, David, that's got him on the score sheet. Ratip Cileli hasn't been on for long, and he gets on the score sheet. But like you said, David, I think that was a foul by Williams on Lujic there, and it came off his arm as well. But nevertheless, the referee doesn't allow it. Brad Norton, lucky not to pick up yellow cards here for that challenge on Niagoran, who maybe the referee allowed advantage to proceed. And Niagoran squares that up for Cileli, picks his spot and places that very nicely past Reganovic. That is a very nice finish by the substitute. It's 3-2 and certainly game on again, David.
Norton going for the clearance that time, and all of a sudden there's a tension around this game. South trying to save 3 points they desperately need, but they're stretched in defence here. Ball played in, opportunity, Reganovic, good reflex save, and the follow-up shot from Niagoran. That wasn't what he needed. Maybe he was a little bit off balance, and South dodge a bullet.
Well, David, this certainly would have been disastrous for South here as Richmond on the attack just straight away after pulling the scoreline back to 3-2. Flynn there comes in, meets the cross, had a great opportunity, but Reganovic makes the save.
The second substitution in this game. Steve Hatzi-Costas makes his way to the bench, and Chris Taylor shoring things up at the back with Amadou Karoma. Marcus Schroen taking a well-deserved break. On comes Chris Irwin for the last couple of minutes. Lujic puts that one into touch. And they need to get their skates on, Richmond. In fact, it doesn't matter, John. Time has run out. South Melbourne hang on for a 3-2 win over Richmond. A tough game, tough conditions, a freezing cold night. It rained hard, but that didn't dampen the South supporters' spirits. They're showing their appreciation here for what is a very important win in the context of the season.
It certainly is, David. Conditions were very tough on both sides, and like we said at the start, it was a match that South simply had to win. Of course, Bentley picked up a win as well tonight, a 3-2 win as well. So it keeps the pressure on us, but we managed to respond and maintain our 3-point lead at the top of the table, going into another hard game this week against Hume City.
This week's Melbourne City Toyota Player of the Match award goes to a man who is vital in defence and getting the ball forward. Well done, Matthew Fascini.
No one likes playing in that kind of cold and rain, but you look like you thrived on it.
Yeah, look, I mean, I spent the whole day inside doing paperwork and stuff, so when I walked outside, it was pretty chilly to get out there, but once you warmed up and stuff, it's okay. Towards the end, though, I did enjoy the rain was getting pretty heavy and the wind picked up, so sluggish tackles and passes going around, so you can jump on those as a centre-back or as a natural defender. But, I mean, for the footballers out there, not so much myself, those midfielders would be hating that weather, but it was all right for a defender getting there. There's times in that first half where we had really good chances I thought we could have put away, and there were times where we probably just stepped off a little bit and were quite casual with what we were doing. Obviously, you've got to be patient in those games, but yeah, I mean, we just had to go out there and literally go for it. And I think to come away 3-2, you get the points. They're quite valuable at the moment. We know how important that it is to keep getting those 3 points the next couple of games, so we'll take it.
Good to see a couple of new goal scorers as well, or rather one we haven't seen on the score sheet for a while. Everyone loves Ketch around the change rooms, and Manolo, the Spaniard, gets his first goal for the club. Very popular figure already around the dressing rooms.
Yeah, Ketch is a good lad. We give him some slack, but he just takes it, gives us the casual, don't worry about it, and then he goes his way, and then he chips the keeper on a one-on-one and scores a goal. So he's coming along, he's learning, and he's young, and it's just good to see him getting out there and finishing those opportunities. Papa? Manolo doesn't speak much English, but he runs around the change room. We call him Papi. He dances a little bit, and then it's good to see him having a good time. He settled in quite well over the last fortnight or so.
Hume next week, they're going to be a tough opposition. We need to hold that lead at the top of the table.
Yeah, Hume's always tough. They set up pretty well. They've got really good players. Played with a few of the boys. They're all good lads, but they come out here. They're always tough game. I mean, it's always a goal or so in it when we play them, but we know it's going to be hard, like everyone, when we play. It's this end of the season, everyone's out to either survive or try and win, or it's going to be tough. So we just stick to our game plan, don't think about, who else is winning. If we win, no one can catch us, and that's about it. Bojo, hi there!
Manolo, tell us how it felt as the debris comes flying at us to score your first goal for South Melbourne.
¿Cómo te sentiste con el gol? Pues llevaba buscándolo varias semanas y hoy ha tocado, gracias a los compañeros que me han apoyado en todo momento y siguiendo trabajando, pues a lo mejor pues llega el gol.
Now, Manolo, tell us, how have you settled in with your teammates here at South Melbourne? How have the other guys in the change room made you feel?
Pues muy bien, gracias a ellos me he acoplado bien, no me han puesto malas caras ni en ningún momento y gracias a ellos pues me he acoplado bien al grupo y les agradezco todo eso. Me motivo sabiendo que va primero y con lo que pueda ayudar me siento orgulloso de participar en el South Melbourne.
Back in the starting lineup, playing some good football, and we thought scoring a goal, but apparently Marcus Schroen has claimed it. Andy, what's going on there?
A little bit of banter between me and Schroen. I'm not sure. Whatever happens in the replay, so be it, but it's good to get on the score sheet or not, or assist or whatever, but it's vital to get the 3 points at the end of the day. It's good to be back and playing some minutes for the seniors. I've been working hard in the under-20s, and it's good to finally get my opportunity now, and hopefully I keep continuing on and playing. It was not a great day today. You saw the weather. It's been raining heaps. It's wintry games here in Victoria, and I've learned we just got to get the points, get the goals, and just that's about it. And now next week we've got Hume. We've got to prepare. It's on a Friday night. We've got a short turnaround, but I'm sure the boys will be up for it.
Now, Andy, people forget, how young you are, considering you've been with us for so long, but you really were a baby when you first came to us. Now, you're still managing school and South Melbourne life balance at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, school's going good at the moment, nearly finishing. Got my ATAR coming up soon, so the exam's coming up as well, so slowly into that, but balancing it out for now well, so hopefully it all goes well.